Hello and welcome back to the J108 YouTube channel, where we are in some bullshit right now. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the video, kiss your grandma or don't, and let's get back to it. Fuck am I ever not liking this. Alright, let's fucking go.
Oh,
I did it?
honestly, Sam, you're incredible. We should be able to connect the facility to the network now.
How in the fuck did I do that?
You're a welcome sight, mate. Not sure we'd have survived if you hadn't shown up when you did. Let me check your order info. Had a rough go of it, I see. But that's on me for asking too much.
Fucking never enough time to go pee. What do you want me to do? Hold it? Or I don't know, wait to pee before I start the next recording? Jeez, they expect too much. He just said so.
You know, and now we can finally get on the chiral network. Connect that Cupid of yours.
Give me a kiss. I have no idea how I survived that. I was very underprepared.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Connection established without issue. That's a relief. Our staff have all been taking shelter underground on account of the emergency situation. But now I think we can relax a little bit. More accurate observations ought to help too. Speaking of which, we've detected abrupt chiral field disruptions in several locations.
Great.
Indicative of plate gate emergence, I reckon.
Oh, never mind.
Keep expanding network coverage and we'll find out soon enough.
I thought you were my last stop.
Unfortunately, though, the tar currents near our facility is still looking awfully rough, so we can't declare our emergency resolved just yet.
Of course not.
The DHV Magellan won't be able to.
Oh, of course not.
It's gonna take some work to get to the bottom of this mess. And I'm afraid I can't do much for you given the circumstances, but I'll be sure to thank you properly later.
Of course not.
Just know that we're all really grateful.
Of course you are.
Take care, mate.
Of course not.
Uh-oh, Chicago.
Seeing that coming.
You know, truth be told, I don't really care if you and your crew link up the continent or not. Because I'm here just for one reason.
Get up!
And that's to make you suffer. Can't kill a repatriate for good. Boy, you're about to learn. There's far worse things than dying. So, let's kick it off with some pain.
Look, I'm not falling for it. I gotta go fight him as a ghost or something, right? So I repatriate, he's just gonna kill me again. Let's steal his body or something. Can I do that? Oh.
My everlasting flamethrower here has a little bit of an appetite for Kyrie. So, the moment you come back from the seam all covered in the stuff, flames roar to life, the body starts to burn once more. You will writhe in agony. And then you will die. And you'll return once more. Nothing you can do to get you out of it. It won't be long before the pain becomes more than physical.
I don't know, I feel like I was on the right track the first time. But I can't see anything. I'm gonna check again. Just, I don't know, I really have a feeling. Nothing, eh? Damn, I really thought. I'm getting pissed.
Y'all caught up now? And that thing and its colorful past? The whole child of a partner who betrayed you once upon a time thing, I mean. Yeah. That's it. Suffer for me, baby. There ain't no turning gazer for you, Sam. No crossing over to the other side. So suffer. Yeah. Suffer. Through the day you were born.
Okay, this time for sure, we're touching him. Right? That's gotta be a sign. We're touching him, so that means we can taste him. Yeah, that might not have been the right word. We can see him. No, we can't. Wow. Okay.
I'll stay with you by your side. Close your tired eyes, and I'll wait. And soon I'll see your smile in our dream. And I won't wait. stay with you by your side. Close your tired eyes. I'll wait, and soon I'll see your smile in my dreams. Oops. Catch you later.
Stuck in a loop of death and resurrection. Before his high is completely incinerated, he returns to us. His body is restored, only to be burned again. Don't. Even if you speed up time, the flames won't die. Come on, Sam. Come on! I don't know what to do!
That was pretty sweet. They all came to save him.
We've extended Chiral network coverage all the way to the Southern Environmental Observatory, and it's all thanks to Sam. His injuries have completely healed too. Deadman, by way of Hartman's Ha, said as much after he finished his examination.
Trust me, Fragile. I'm a doctor. And I know Sam's body better than just about anyone. He's doing fine. No need to worry. Thanks to a healthy dose of Rainey's Corfol, he's as good as new. Or right as rain, as you might say. Even for a repatriate, to die and be resurrected so many times in quick succession. I feared the worst. It's a miracle he made it through.
I'm sorry to say that the tar currents near the Southern Environmental Observatory are still unstable. Consequently, we'll need to keep the DHV Magellan here to defend the facility for the time being. All things considered, paving the way to Terminal Fort Knott is a Herculean task, and Sam's going to have to dig deep to see it done.
Don't worry, Sam's up for the challenge.
Thanks to Tarman and Deadman's efforts, his Ha may have made a full recovery. But the same can't be said of his Ka. And this journey was also meant to give Sam's mind an opportunity to heal. Isn't that right, Fragile? Soon, we'll have linked up our final objective. This will mark the end of our travels together. Which means the time to have that conversation with Sam is fast approaching. I believe we should tell him sooner rather than later. But what do you think? Well, perhaps I should broach the subject first.
Tomorrow can see the Ha.
Something wrong?
Lou's not looking right in there.
Here, show me.
What do you think? It's almost like Lou's fading away.
Is that so? And I'd say we're making progress.
I don't understand.
She asked me to help.
What?
Before we set out on our journey together, Fragile, she asked me to help you. To act as your therapist so that you could process the loss of your child. Sam, hear me out. Lou's been gone for a long, long time now.
No. Lou's right here. We just traveled across Australia together. I'll show you.
The pod you brought on this journey has been empty from the start. The truth is, I'm the one who's been operating your Odra deck, and it's because of that connection that I was able to share your flashbacks.
Hey, Sam. Can you take a picture of us?
Do you see? Nothing has changed. The pod has always been empty. We decided not to dispute what you said you saw, but to give you the support you needed instead. In this way, we believed we could help you come to terms with Lou's death.
Wait, what do you mean Lou's death? What are you talking about?
Please understand, Sam. We never meant to string you along.
Fragile was only worried about you.
I couldn't stand to leave you there. Broken. wanted you to live. To move forward.
So from the beginning, Lou was never there? I've been alone this whole time.
You're wrong. Death can tear us apart. We'll always be connected.
No, we won't. Lou's gone. And that's that.
Trust me, Sam. We will always be with you, no matter what. You will never, ever be alone.
Episode 10, Isolation. Man, this really hits hard. It's home for me because I was a paramedic for almost 10 years and suffered severe PTSD and have your come suddenly crashing down to reality. I can feel that.
Sam, we're getting close. Australia is almost fully connected. You ready?
That being said, I am not convinced the pod's empty. I am pretty much convinced that the soul's in the pod.
Terminal Fort Knott. However, we've run into unforeseen difficulties. Connecting the final node to the network is not going to be as simple as we had hoped. Fortunately, Hartman has a device at his lab that should allow us to resolve this problem. But the DHV Magellan must remain stationed at the Southern Environmental Observatory to defend it from potential threats, meaning we cannot provide you with transport. You've helped us come this far. Too far to give up when we're so close. Sam, you're the only one who can handle this job. Take as long as you need, but whenever you're ready, access the terminal at Hartman's lab and review the brief for this main order.
You're fucking joking. I gotta go all the way back to Hartman's lab. Grabbed a new Cryptobite. Chronobite. So I got a Chronobite, a Cryptobite, and a Electobite. Here's what I don't like. They've been telling me that I'm close to the end of the journey for the last 3 hours now. Stop telling me I'm close if I'm not close. I'll tell you when I'm close. That's what she said. Oh, I can't look at Lou anymore. Are you gonna have him? Do you think? We're about to find out. I think we will, just from... Oh, no, we don't. Shit! I thought we would, just because they were too lazy to program him without it. Judging by all the other corners they got.
Sam, Tarman here. I want you to take a good look at the DHV Magellan. Her main cannons are operational, and it's all thanks to you. Contact us whenever you require fire support, and we'll be sure to oblige.
Did you take a look at that post?
What are you going on about?
Credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
I think if I put it in the garage and take it back out, it'll have a full charge.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Never mind. Just gonna empty all the cargo in my private locker. Is it actually worth it? Probably not. That being said, now that it's here, I'm gonna add a couple PCCs to the back. I can't. I need to go all the way to Hartman's lab. See how far that is from here. Where even is Hartman's lab? Way the fuck over there. Holy shit balls, dude.
Commencing route creation.
I don't even know at this point. This is just...
Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery route.
This seems a little bit excessive. Honestly, it seems a little bit like... Why is it so far? You know what I'm saying? What purpose does this serve that I have to go halfway across the map just randomly? Let's... 4,000... yeah. Over mountains, under mountains, around things, behind things, you know. It's just... it begs the question is all.
Nice.
Construction process now complete.
It's a little bit like, well, we couldn't figure out how to make the game last longer, so we did this, or what? I don't know. Even though we've told you that you have been near the end for the last 3 to 4 hours, make a drive all the way back to where you already were once, and we'll make up some bullshit reason that the Magellan can't.
Understand, Sam. Fragile never stopped thinking about how all of this was affecting you. Whenever you weren't around or were asleep, Fragile approached me to see how you were holding up under the strain. She wanted to know how often you talked to Lou in the pond, how much everything weighed on your mind, if you ever thought about what happened. She had faith that you would one day come to accept the reality of your situation. It wasn't just for your sake. Fragile needed you too.
Should've just told him. I'm being honest, you all played into a delusion you shouldn't have played into. To have him go as far as leaving Lou behind now, it's a little bit like, why did you tell him? Who did that benefit, you or him? I can tell you right now, it wasn't him.
This one's for you. Thanks for the help.
viral network coverage. If we come across any cargo marked...
Okay.
For people living in this region, delivering it might make them more amenable to getting connected.
So does that just not do anything, or what? Ew, I have to play. My bad. Oh, okay. So Sam doesn't download music, is what we just learned there. Oh my god, you're making me drive halfway across the fucking continent. Okay, I'm dead. Told ya.
You okay, Sam?
Oh, pretty much dead now. Thanks. Lost all the shit I just created. My vehicle decided to drive. Apparently brakes don't work. Like, here's the fucking problem, alright? Go and make the goddamn vehicle so that it has no fucking cockpit. So you hit a bump, you fly out of the fucking thing, and it just keeps going down the goddamn hill. What a dumb fucking design, alright? I said this at the beginning of the goddamn game. It's the dumbest fucking design for a fucking vehicle they could have had. Why the fuck when I want to be enclosed in and seatbelted in? Like, come on. You can see better. Oh my god, have you never heard of a goddamn window? Like, what the fuck, you fucking moron? The fucking game with all these dumbass fucking designs. We're gonna make vehicles, but they're not gonna be suited for the terrain that you're ever gonna be driving on. And we're gonna make it dumb so that, like, you, randomly are outside the cockpit just for whatever fucking bullshit reason we decided on when, somebody brought up the design of the vehicle. Other than that, enjoy! We're not gonna make the roads possible to traverse. We're not gonna fucking make your vehicles able to drive over the terrain until you're done with the mountain. Then we'll finally decide, hey, let's give him an upgrade to the tires so that he can drive over the mountain. Now that he's climbed every mountain he's needed to climb. It's just dumb. It's not... Look, anybody that says, well, that's just gameplay difficulty, or that's what Akira Toriyama games are like, or whatever, or not Akira Toriyama, Hideo Kojima games are like. It's fucking bullshit, dude. Like, I'm sorry, he just fucking cut corners in this game. Like, I don't know how you could see it as anything else except a bunch of cut fucking corners. I've played all the Metal Gears. I've played Death Stranding 1. This one has more cut corners than all of them. If you say it doesn't, I will fucking fight you. Fucking Metal Gear Solid 4. You beat the game, you got like another 4 hours of just straight up cutscenes to wrap it up. This one you can't even get a cutscene to walk to the fucking toilet. But it's more expensive than any other game has been. Like, I'm sorry, why? Why did I have to pay more just because that's what games cost now? Like, what the fuck did you put in to make it worth that? Like, here's something that a lot of people probably aren't talking about. The adaptive triggers for the PlayStation 5, which this game was designed for, don't do anything. They don't tighten up when the car goes hard or heavier or anything, or you pull the button. Nothing. There's absolutely no resistance. Now, you might say, well, you have an old controller. I literally switched my controller to the brand new Death Stranding controller, and there's still no resistance, no adaptive triggers, nothing. Why was that left out? I don't know, considering the game was designed for this, but... Anyways, I'm going to stop complaining because I am just getting pissed off listening to myself. Honestly, I'd rather just do the boss fight. Like, I'm over this shit. Come on. Guys, like, gotta go halfway across the map, or we're gonna make it full of BTs. Just at one section. Anyways. I'm gonna stop complaining. It's very easy to complain. The overall, like, the story of the game, I love the story of the game. It continues where the first one left off. I didn't really like it when BB Lou died, but I'm pretty sure she ended up being tomorrow, and I'm okay with that. I love the overall narrative. I just think the overall execution of the game was kind of cheaped out on, for lack of a better term. I feel like they just decided they weren't going to spend as much money or something on the sequel. I really don't have anything else to say besides that. It's just it really seems that way. And it's the small things like the invisible walls, the cutscenes that are just black screens instead of cutscenes like the last one. You have the drinking the pop or the tea or whatever. It's the same cutscene every time, just from different angles. When the first one, it was different cutscenes throughout each can. The zooming in on his crotch. He used to cover it up. He doesn't now. Like, it's just... seems like a lot of stuff that they had in the first game, they just decided not to put in. And look, I might be wrong, you know, you might disagree with me, that's fine. Again, I'm actually enjoying the game despite all of my frustration with it. If you watch my first playthrough of the game, the first game, I was equally as frustrated, especially during the mountain part. It's just like, seriously, like, you're just not gonna, you know. Anyways, it is what it is. Some things, you know, it is what it is. I know I just said I'd stop complaining, but a couple gripes with the truck. Alright, if it's in the back, why aren't you tying it down? Why are you just letting it free fall? Your job's a porter. You know? Like, you should tie it down so that if you hit anything, it doesn't budge, it doesn't move, it's not damaged. Anyways, I'm gonna stop complaining now. Let's get back into it. Hey, remember that cutscene where Tomorrow came and saved us? That was pretty cool, huh? I really like that. That was really cool. It was emotional, kind of like everybody's got our back, and then we found out that Lou was dead, and we're just like, we don't know how we're gonna process that, but we're doing our best, you know. Oh shit! I'm not in your territory. Fuck you. What the hell is this?
The cargo is nearly ruined, Sam.
Who cares? It's not anything I picked up, it's what this fucking machine picked up. Look at me, I got knocked out of my fucking car again. Jeez, God forbid there was a seatbelt or an enclosed cab or something that would prevent me from flying off the vehicle. Ah, there I go again, complaining again. Shit. Fucking game made me think I was going a different direction because it tried to tell me to deliver cargo to that fucking guy. Oh man, Jesus. A little much. Oh, another BT spot? Like, fuck. Maybe I could fight the lion or the hand for the third or fourth time.
Wait, what's that there? Where
Who
are
cares?
all these enemies coming from?
No idea. Honestly, if I didn't beat the first game and wanted to see where the story continued, I don't think I would have played it. I think I would have gave up on this one. Like, if I started with this one, I think I just would have gave up. It's not as good.
Once again, Sam, I'm sorry we couldn't bring you straight here on the DHV Magellan. That was one hell of a trip, and you must be absolutely knackered. Be sure to take as long as you need to rest before tackling more work, all right? For my part, I'll have a crack at assessing several potential routes for your next main order. We can discuss them when we take a look at the map later on. As for the cargo, I'll let Charlie tell you all about it.
Sam, this is Charlie. Network infrastructure between the Southern Environmental Observatory and Terminal Fort Knott has been disabled for reasons unknown, though we strongly suspect Ghostmech's sabotage is to blame. To address this, we've decided to reroute network traffic through the F7 North Distribution Center. However, the distance is too great for us to establish a direct connection at this time. That being the case, we'll need to utilize the way stations situated between the two sites. The device required to activate them is stored at this facility. collected before embarking on your journey to the distribution center. You know what to do, Sam. We'll rendezvous on site later.
Oh, excuse me. Nice to meet you. Oh, wait. We've met before. At this very facility, in fact. You might remember? My hand, at least. How's our mutual friend doing? Hardman and I have been working together to study water samples collected on the beach. My research prevents me from leaving this place. So I'm going to have to rely on you, Sam. Allow me to review your order information. Well, look at what you've brought me. I didn't think I'd ever see this again. I've made great strides in my work thanks to you, and want to give you this data as thanks. I am increasing the amount of materials you can use here.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The schematic I've shared is for a refined extra battery. It boasts increased capacity, despite not being any bigger than the old version. It's one of the research projects I decided to take over from our mutual friend in preparation for your arrival. I think there's still plenty of room for improvement, though. You know, Sam, we've actually got something in common. Dunes. I can hear the waves of the beach, and sense the flow of tar in the Earth's crust. This is what led me to suspect that water might be circulating between the beach and our world. As I immersed myself in my research, I also discovered that my body had begun to undergo certain changes. I had developed a condition that affected me every 21 minutes. I know, just like a certain someone. Our symptoms are a little different, though. First of all, only Doom's sufferers seem to develop them. In my particular case, I vomit every 21 minutes due to a form of gastric reflex spasm syndrome. The muscles of my stomach cease to function properly for a time, and everything in my system comes back up. I'd rather others didn't see this, so I keep to myself in the back room. That's where I was when you first came to this laboratory. I'm sorry I wasn't able to greet you properly then. I hope I can call on you again. Please, tell our friend I say hello.
Order complete. Well done. Feels good.
Alright, well, be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the video, kiss your grandma or don't, and I will see you in the next one. Please subscribe. About 91% of the viewers are not subscribed. It really helps me if you do. I need a certain amount to even begin to make money off any of this, which would really help. Anyways, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.